Hey guys, this is Hank. It is November the 15th, 0004, and I am sitting here in Houston, Texas with my mom. She has come down to visit Texas and to visit my older sister and myself. Today is her 80th birthday. Happy birthday, Mom! Now, I've been telling my mom about my guided visualization sessions. Here I is. You see how much me and my mom look alike? We're practically twins, right?
Oh,
But she's prettier though.
jeez.
Okay. And so, now I'm talking about my guided visualization sessions and all of the stuff. And then she goes, "Have you guys ever played the Ouija board?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I told her my brother Frank and his wife, we all did it at my house back in the day in Ohio. And then she goes, "You want to tell that story again?"
When I was a kid, we had a Ouija board, and me and my brother and my mom and whoever else was brave enough would get on it and talk to it, and it answer our questions, and it really works.
And what's really interesting
It
about
really
that
works.
is that my grandmother, right now, later in her life, was a devout Jehovah Witness. So she's probably like, "I can't believe you're showing this right now." I'll talk to her later. We'll find out. So, but then as this story goes, now all of a sudden, my mom she's starting to tell me how clairvoyant she is, and basically, I figured her dead if they fade. Huh. My mom sees dead people. So like just like the first one you were telling me about, who
Little boy, about I'd say 6 years old, 5 or 6, yeah, with his with who I assume was his dad. It was a man, and they were standing there looking at me, and I was asleep. I opened my eyes, and they were standing there looking at me, and I asked them, "What do you want?" And they just sort of faded into the background. They never said a word. They just disappeared. So I know they were ghosts. And ghosts are only dead people. And another time, I was standing in the kitchen washing dishes, and I felt somebody behind me, and I turned around and looked, and somebody went out the back door, which the back door is right there where I was standing, and the door was open, and I could see a shadow pass through the crack of the door where it was open.
whoa.
And I called upstairs to my friend, "Are you coming downstairs?" He said, "Not yet." I said, "Didn't you just come downstairs?" He said, "No, I haven't moved." Well, my friend upstairs, that's who I thought went out the door, couldn't find out. It wasn't him after all. It
Ah,
was something else. A spirit went out the back door. I saw it. I smelled it.
whoa.
And there was nobody else there but me and my buddy. And my buddy was still upstairs in the bedroom.
What was that first one that you told me though? Before the family. I thought that was really interesting.
I've had so many. Or the boy and his father, or the boy and the man. That's when I was asleep and they woke.
No, not that one. Before then, you had just told me one. You were sleeping, and you said almost every single one that have all waken you out of your sleep or when you wake up, you said they all been Caucasian.
They're always Caucasian. They're never black.
Oh, interesting.
And I have woken up to somebody walking across the room further back, or whatever room I'm in, if I'm taking a nap or whatever.
Yes.
And I tell them, "Oh, no, go home. You don't live here." And they disappear, and I'd go on back to sleep. I was never scared of them. I've never been scared of them.
Awesome.
So, and I'll tell you the time when I was coming home from my mother's house. I was driving, and I had four kids in the car. We were passing the cemetery, and I saw this white mist that I drove through. I couldn't do anything else but drive through it. and it jerked the car, almost jerked the steering wheel out of my hand.
Whoa.
Your sister, Renee, she should remember that. I'm sure she will. I'm going to ask her if she remembers coming home from Mama's house, and we passed through this mist, and the mist jerked the car. It jerked the steering wheel. And that was somebody I drove, because that mist, as I looked through the rearview mirror, I could see the mist going back across the street.
Whoa. Oh, you drove through it.
We drove through it, but when I looked in the mirror to see if I could see the mist behind us.
Yes.
We drove through something, or drove through someone.
Wow.
Because the mist was there, and it was going across the street.
Mind you guys, this is my mom's first time ever sharing this with me. I was literally sitting here sharing. She was sharing.
I've told it many times.
Yeah, but I was telling her about how I do the sessions and the different people to come through, and their bugs and horses and ducks and extraterrestrials and the whole 9 yards. And then she goes, and then she starts to tell her story. And so I'm like, well, as you can tell, the apple does not fall far from the tree. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Love and light. Oh, yes, and also I have my niece here.
No.
Now, you can keep her head. She's not going to let anyone see her. She's very private. But I just induced her in front of my mom so she can see what I do for a living. Yes.
Oh.
You look great, Mom. Your hair looks beautiful. It's all curly. All right. Love and light. Namaste. I say dead people.
I see